I'm Brandon Bryant with Red Tree Builders. We're here today to show off this house and give a tour on this, but really we're focused about how green building and how that relationship with brokers, realtors, and a builder to educate our clients is really about. So I'm going to hand it off to Kelly to introduce herself.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I am Kelly Aaron-Spinney. I'm with Modern Asheville Real Estate here in Asheville, North Carolina. Brandon and I have worked together several times. A few times, yes. Yeah. We're just excited to show you what the quality of a build can be from the ground up, and also talk about the energy efficiency of the home, what it means to build a healthy home, how to steward that home forward for the future, and put the environment maybe first, I guess.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe first. So that's
Sustainability.
kind of our thoughts today, is just talk you through, give you some updates, and then see what your questions are when we go to Q&A, I guess.
Yeah, and so we're starting out here on the front porch because one of our core principles at Red Tree is really that green design doesn't mean it has to be ugly.
No.
So great design lasts a long time. So we realize that people over time will go to great lengths to preserve and take care of a house if it's beautifully designed, great floor plan. So as we come in here, we'll show some of the highlights of design, which sometimes isn't quite thought about it being green, but I think design is just as important. Features that people are looking for. Kelly will point a lot of those things out that really matter to home buyers. So we're trying to hit also all the green features, make it a comfortable, healthy home, and then also make it a home that people actually want to, right?
Absolutely.
It's important.
Yeah.
So here we are in the entry of the house, and so we thought this would be a great spot to just kind of talk about the relationship with the builder and real estate agent, and what you need to know when you need the list of green house to sell it.
Sure. So I think each multiple listing service is going to be completely different. Ours here does have certifications for green standards. So working with your builder, I think it's most important that you understand the whole process of the ground up. What did they use in their insulation? Are there Energy Star appliances? Was low VOC paint used and finishes, which we can get into more, but understanding the build process and then how the house moves forward and will live once the homeowner takes possession of the house. Allergies, all kinds of different environmental issues can be a factor, but having the relationship with the builder and understanding how they build, the integrity that they build with, the products that they're using is vital in being able to sell the house to the next person.
And so I would say even with the certifications, with this house, it's actually going to be zero energy ready, indoor air plus. And so we got a list of certifications. Yeah. So I can hand that right over to Kelly. She has the data, she can go through it, but I'm always there to answer more technical questions. So that certification really helps you know that, hey, I can list this and I can tell my homeowner this has this, and that's one of the reasons why we do certifications. I think also that's the reason why we have this partnership going on with Home Performance Matters with the National Association of REALTORS, Home Builders Association, to try to really bring that marriage together and take the confusion out of what is green, because that can mean a lot to a lot of people.
It can. I also think from a cost perspective, there is value in how the house is built. Not to disparage any other building sources, but there's an extreme value that can come from a property, knowing how the property was built. I think the relationship with a builder and also making sure that you check all those standards, you have all the proper documentation, and then bringing in a green appraiser. Someone that is valued and understands the whole entire process from start to beginning will help anybody if they're in a lending situation or just to understand the value of their home.
Oh man, appraisers.
Ooh.
Yes, but it is important.
We love appraisers.
We love appraisers.
We love appraisers, yes.
Yeah, because there's a value that is hard to measure, because our vision is really to transform people's lives, because we give them a different lifestyle and really take care of health and wellness and comfort. And really, it's hard to put an appraisal value on it, but it's important.
It is.
So as we show you around the rest of the house, we'll just highlight the green building features. Kelly will talk about how that matters to potential home buyers, how we educate them how to live in a home like this. But even on the front end, if there was a potential of like, hey, let's talk through things that if you're buying a house that's not finished, those conversations can have that in too.
Absolutely. Adding the small features can go a long way in the value. And then, like I said before, stewarding the property forward, making sure that you build it once and you preserve it for the future.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
So here we are in the kitchen, which is the most important place.
Beautiful kitchen. Beautiful kitchen.
Well, that's important, right? So what we've done here, tried to be beautiful, but we tried to also be green and resourceful. So what you'll see back here, we have a gas range. Sometimes, we meet clients where they are. And so this client wanted a gas range. Ideally, most time we're talking to people about induction for indoor air quality. So one of the critical things to share with Kelly, which we've been doing off camera here, is the value of that vent hood and having our homeowners know to turn that on.
Yeah.
When they run the stove, but also the oven, because sometimes they forget or don't even know, because we've lived in homes and never done this.
Right.
So that vent hood, vented to the outside, super critical for indoor air quality. We also back here have a whole quartz countertop. What you might see is that there's no plugs there. So we did all the plugs underneath, so really make it convenient for somebody, along with having all our water lines. So our kitchen with all the bathrooms are really designed to be short run, so we can get hot water really quickly to these spots and not waste water, which is
Also,
cool.
from a cost perspective, as a builder, Brandon, wouldn't you agree that that's a cost savings for someone building the property as well? That if you have your shorter water runs and more centralized, that's going to be a better cost perspective for someone.
For sure.
Yeah.
You got less labor, and then you got less in your hot water and just running water, because this one's on city water, so who wants to give them more money, right?
Regarding the gas range, beautiful, extraordinarily gorgeous, pop filler above it. I agree with Brandon that you do have to meet the buyer or the homeowner where they're at. Most homes that are such a tight seal, which we all know is better efficiency for everything and cleaner air quality because of nothing coming in. But the gas stove is super important, that people do understand that they would need to run the vent, like Brandon said. Then also the efficiency of the kitchen. Just the fact that it's quartz countertops, there's no emission from maybe another kind of solid surface. We deal with a little radon here in North Carolina. So another healthy aspect of the home. The quality of the build is extraordinary, which I know you can see, but it's also making sure that the details work efficiently. So when we talk about healthy, green building, efficiency, all those things, it doesn't have to be ugly. And I would say y'all normally, but I won't today, but I did. Just making sure that the kitchen is efficient, it's to the home. This will build quality for the family or the homeowner, as well as the resale aspect of it. Not everybody stays in a forever home. So therefore, when we do go to sell, we're always making sure that the buyer is informed, and then future buyers as it moves forward.
Yes, what I like to say is we need to educate our people how to live in homes. We've lived in homes our whole life, but you never lived in a home like this. And so it's kind of like the Tesla. I would give you, you wouldn't even get a key to a Tesla. You have an app.
Right.
You drove a car, it has a gas pedal, it has a steering wheel, but technically there's a lot of things that happen. So I rented one, didn't even know how to unlock the doors.
Yeah, exactly.
Or lock the doors. So that's what we really want to do for homeowners, is let them know how this house performs. And Kelly hit it. There's a lot of behind the scenes mechanisms working together that you don't have to see, which is the cool thing, is that you just know it's there, got peace of mind.
Yeah.
So here we are in the living room, which is just off of the kitchen.
Beautiful living room, my goodness.
So what we really want to show here in this is the integration of some of their green features, and then some of the things that just bring the outdoor environment in, which is all about what everybody's talking about now, is wanting to be connected to nature. Right. So I'll hit some of the things. We've got a smart home thermostat, completely controllable zone system. It's a multi-speed HVAC system. So when I say multi-speed, does that do anything for you?
It does a lot for me, but we do explain it to the buyers. So we typically, the word, I guess, in our world would be zonal. So therefore people can understand that either via smart app or their touch screen of their smart system that they can control the rooms. So therefore, if you're talking about an empty nester maybe, they might not be using the lower level unless people are coming home. So therefore they can zone those out. If you're talking about a family, then everybody has different needs in a family. So I think that's extraordinary. And having a home that's smart, again, we're using that word smart, just really is truly that. As you move throughout the home, you're able to control your home most of the time via your technology that you carry in your pocket.
Yeah.
So who wouldn't want to do that, to be able to either warm the house up or cool the house down as you're coming home to it.
As you're coming home to it.
Yeah.
Which seems to be one of the only features that I use on my smart house.
Your smartphone, that's the only thing you use.
There's a couple of things.
Yeah. I turn music on, but yeah, I hear it. Yeah, music, yeah.
So we've also spray foamed everything. So we did big vaulted ceiling, but that's all spray foam. So that's very well sealed. We've got some high performance windows in here. Our gas fireplace, we're here in the mountains, so people want fireplaces.
They do.
So with this gas, this is a direct vent. So we don't allow any gas into our space.
Again, keeping the quality of the air quality in the house.
Yeah, we don't want to kill our people.
Right, exactly.
That's kind of important.
Yeah. It is a rainy day here in Asheville in the mountains. I will say that the window placement of this house is extraordinary. It is double glazed, obviously capturing the view, but also allowing passive solar in. Tends to be a hashtag, but it's a real thing, y'all. And then the efficiency of the windows down at the bottom, that you're able to open them up and still have natural air come into the home, is highly important for most buyers. They want to have the best of both worlds.
What people love about these lower windows is when you're actually sitting on the couch, which we don't have the furniture in here, but it actually allows that view to kind of feel like you're part of it.
Absolutely.
I think one other thing we probably should mention a little bit is this house is pre-wired for solar. So we did a solar design.
Which is fantastic.
And so all the wiring is there. It's already stubbed up in the ceiling. So, easy peasy to add solar on, now or 5 years down the road. Same thing for our hardwood floors. This is a on-site finished white oak with a water-based VOC. So it's a product that actually has no VOC, so it doesn't off-gas like most hardwood floors do.
And I think that's most important for most buyers. I think some of the things I think most brokers come into contact is that when you come into a new home, it smells like a new home. It's not like a new car, it's not like a new puppy, it smells like a new home. Some of those gases of traditional finishings are quite hazardous to some people. So again, going back to ugly green, no, healthy green, building with integrity, making sure that everybody in the family or in the home isn't breathing it in, including the builder, including the workers. I think that matters kind of first, in my opinion, and then we get to come in and see the beautiful components. If that's a word.
It's a beautiful
word, yeah, for sure. But I think those components are, the paint is low VOC, the floor finishes are low VOC. I will say, as far as the structure here, Brandon mentioned the vault in the ceiling. So many buyers are going to want this, but they're also going to want the efficiency to know that what's behind all this beautiful stuff is going to allow their costs to live in the home be longer and lower.
Oh yeah, we're in our homes more now.
Yes.
We're
Yes, we
needing
are.
more power for them. So our homes typically, this home I think we hadn't officially got all the paperwork, but it should be about 60% more efficient than a code built house.
That's fantastic.
Which is even that much more than those existing houses that people want. So new homes are great.
That is fantastic. And then being able to add the solar later. A lot of people here in the mountains opt to go off-grid. And does this look like off-grid to you? I mean, it doesn't have to be a cabin up in the middle of the woods. Off-grid.
We're on the country club.
Absolutely. The golf course is right there. So off-grid can be another word that is used in green building or green thoughts, and it doesn't have to be rustic.
One last point, which is the cool thing about this house, because we pre-designed everything for solar, with how efficient it was built. So we did a lot of air sealing techniques. It's 2.0 air changes per
Wow.
hour, which is really good. The cool thing with that is that we don't need as many solar panels, so it's not as expensive to actually put solar on this house as opposed to another. So there's a lot of things you can do to lower that cost. We'll keep showing you around the house and some more green features.
Absolutely. Love a beautiful bathroom. This is extraordinary. So this is just off of the main level master bedroom. The closet is behind us. We have a private water closet. And then this bathroom is extraordinary. So tell us all the features. This is definitely not ugly if you're talking about being a green bathroom.
That's why we don't want to be as ugly. Some of the cool things here is obviously we've got a zero threshold, so this could be an agent in place and just has that natural feel right into the shower. We've got a linear drain, so it's kind of just got this kind of more modern, clean look to it. We also have the shower wand, which is always helpful. I don't shave my legs, but I heard it's good for shaving legs, but it also helps an agent in place because it truly is the help.
It is.
We got the soaking tub because you just never know when you need a good soak.
That's right.
But one of the other things is we've got a heated bath fan here. So in all our bathrooms, we put them on a timer. So just a couple things we want in bath fans. So here we are. A lot of people I talk to will think that they just need the bath fan for the toilet, which may be good too.
The case, yes.
And we have one in there.
There is one in there, just so everybody knows.
But in here, we've got the whole shower. You can see that there's a lot of moisture that gets created. We've got a tight envelope.
Yeah.
Super important to us to put a good bath fan in here, but we put them on timers, so it's motion and it runs, because homeowners, that way it just takes out of thinking about needing to do that. And so super quiet, so there's whisper green, so you barely hear them running, but this one's got a heater on it. So the cool thing with that is a lot of our body heat you feel right here. And so we've noticed that doing tile floors, people like it on their toes, but they don't really utilize that. And this being way more efficient energy-wise, because it's spot heat when you need it, and then it's not running continuously to keep that tempered tile warm.
Absolutely.
Some of the other things we've done, some nice design things here, is just the interlay of the tile. Our vents for our HVAC are all like integrated with the tile work. So just trying to really create what I call more of a zen spa-like feel of just like, ooh, I've got an escape in my own house that I can enjoy every day.
I'm going to say something funny.
You can.
With having floor vents in the floor, especially in a bathroom, you're not going to kick your toes on that. So as you're talking about the zero threshold for the shower, which is going to be ADA or moving towards aging in place, there's no toe kicking in here. So design, beautiful, efficient, and then quite honestly, taking hazards out of an area that does have wetness or moisture. So I think that's really smart design.
And so then we had the master closet, which is off.
Extraordinary. It's a
full
good
walk-in.
I'm not a big clothing girl, but
You're not.
I'm not. But
No.
I'm not.
Well, I love
You probably
clothes.
have more clothes than
I
I
love
do.
clothes and I
He
love
does.
fashion.
But I will tell you that this is built beautifully. The attention to detail, the finish, is definitely designed for two people in the household to share and share comfortably. So we will definitely give you a show in there. Also, you put in some extra lighting features, I would call it.
So sun tunnels.
Yes.
And so that, instead of skylights, these are just 14 inch. They look kind of like a candlelight, but really good at directing sunlight in. So what I've come to find out is people love natural light in their closets, but it's hard to get windows in there. So that's why we've done sun tunnels. We've done 2 of them. Brings a ton of natural light in there. You just kind of feel like it's all there. We also put a beverage center in there too. So who wouldn't want to have a beverage in there while they're in their master closet? I think it would be a fun place to hang out.
It could be a fun place.
Yeah.
It's like we could go back to being kids and doing like dress up.
Yeah.
It's a great closet for like dress up. And I love the fact that there's natural light in there, because I think making color choices sometimes, that's an extra benefit. And then quite honestly, not turning on the lights means not turning on a bill.
So
Flipping the switch.
So I have that in my own house, and I'll come in there and think it's on.
Right.
And I've left the light on, and it's just the sunlight. I'm just trying
exactly.
It's not the light. So that is a great feature.
It is a great feature.
And a great cost savings. And so master bath.
Okay, so we're in the sexiest room of the house. It might not be the prettiest room in the house. I mean, this is pretty.
Oh, it is beautiful.
But I will tell you, this is like the brains of the house. Brandon and I, because we've worked together many times, love this room. This is really where you get your utilities or your mechanicals on. Do you want to explain to everybody what's going on?
Geek out.
I know, you totally geek out. I do too.
I love this space.
Yes.
So we drywall our mechanical rooms because it should be a beautiful room.
It should be a beautiful room, yes.
So we talked a little bit about low voltage, but we got all that so the brains of the house can be right here because that goes all in one clean space. So we can do the modem here as we walk around.
This is a good spot.
This is a good spot. So this is the heat pump hot water heater.
That's right.
And so what I hear from a lot of people is from tankless, it's not instant hot water, and they thinking that. So we're wasting a lot of water as it gets to you. And you can put a recirculator, but I find this to be the best of both worlds because you've got settings, you got the heat pump mode, you got Christmas gatherings, you can set it on electric and keep up with everybody.
Right.
Go on vacation, which I like going on vacation. You can turn it off so you don't even heat the hot water. Super efficient, fantastic. Now as we follow around Kelly, we have radon here in Western North Carolina. So we have an active system. So we put this in the slab. So then we're getting the house tested before people move in. And if it is still over, so that's passive system. This house only had like 1.4? No, 0.4.
0.4.
Yeah. Yeah, it was super
4
low.
picocuries is usually the national standard, that anything under 4 picocuries is considered livable.
Yeah.
However, I think when you're talking about building a new home or renovating a home, I think this is a very smart test for the air quality of the home and the health of the home. And then from a building standard, this is pretty inexpensive to put in during the build.
Yeah.
If I'm not simplifying, it's a pipe. And then once you have your testing done, then if you needed to control it with a fan to mitigate any levels, it's a pretty simple process.
I would say you did simplify that, which is perfect.
Okay,
If you can
sorry.
say picacuri 3 times, I'd really appreciate it. Can you say it 3 times?
Picacuri,
I've
picacuri.
never said that word in my life.
Okay.
But
it's 4 picocuries or lower.
yeah,
Yes.
so we've got that stubbed here,
Yeah.
and what I found is sometimes that radon level somehow
Can
changes.
fluctuate. It can. Mhm.
So we go ahead and do that, just as Kelly said. Behind her is the lungs, which is the energy recovery ventilation, ERV. What I like to say is we get every house tested. This house is tested.
Yes.
And so our third party Green Raider is actually setting that, and we do a great job of trying to tell homeowners, don't try to mess with the settings. Don't, because this is really, literally the lungs of the house. We built the house tight.
Yes.
Now we're introducing fresh air,
Right.
and we're doing that on a certain system, and we know what it needs to do. Just set it and forget it.
That's
Beautiful.
right. That's right. And I think from the buyer's perspective, they don't really understand that. What you're doing is you're bringing healthy air in, allowing it to mix with the air within the house, and then move out. That's kind of like really the simplified version. But like Brandon said, it's keeping the lungs of the house healthy, easy, and it always runs. It's super efficient as well.
It's Energy Star. I see the sticker. But you know, you probably have people
What'd
say.
you say? An Energy Star
I
sticker?
seen the
We love
sticker.
Energy Star stickers, yes.
But what you said is that most people are coming to you and saying, "Oh, a house needs to breathe."
Right.
This is the house breathing,
It
and
is.
we're controlling how it breathes.
Absolutely.
Which is exactly what we
Right,
want to do.
which is not taking away from the efficiency of
Okay.
the HVAC system, so therefore it's actually keeping that cleaner. And it's my understanding, and I might be wrong, you can tell me if I am or not, that it actually helps with your filtration system as well because of the air scrubbing.
Air scrubbing.
Scrubbing. Air
It does help.
scrubbing. It does help.
And
yes.
then as the
with the
Kelly
HVAC
just keeps
system.
teeing these things off. So
Yep.
I'll just jump over here real quick. So this is the zone system. We've got multi-speed from Train. The beautiful thing is we've got a MERV 15 whole house filter.
Which is
So
amazing.
besides the ERV having a filter, this is the whole house filter. So not the little small skinny one. So we truly are taking care of indoor air quality. What we got to always do is make sure homeowners know where this is.
Yes.
That they exchange,
Yes.
turn it out if we haven't already set them up with a maintenance program. But we've done this to make it super easy. You're not crawling into a crawl space. You're not having to be way up in here. This is as simple as it can be. You change the filter
Yes.
and pull that out, put another one in. Sometimes, you know, green living should be easy, should be thoughtless, but be very mindful of just people need to be there is maintenance to these things, right?
But that's a simple education.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we always tell our buyers that they should set alerts on their phone. When am I going to do something? So when they meet with their builder and we have them moving forward and going into the home, I think there's certain things that they should set up to communicate to move the house forward. You know, obviously talking to the builder throughout the process, knowing that they can always reach out to the builder if they do have a question as well.
Maybe the builder should have a warranty program where they just go ahead and...
I didn't know if you were going to go that way. The 1 year builder warranty is fantastic.
Maybe it should be a maintenance program.
It should be a maintenance
really is
program.
that we come in here and say, hey, we're coming in here.
Well,
to
you know the
maintain
house
this.
best.
Yeah.
You built it. You, if you'd like to say it, you birthed it. So therefore, you really brought it out of the ground and you made
a baby.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
Hopefully it grows to be old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that really is the mechanical room. And so exciting room for me.
So hopefully everybody enjoyed your time touring the house with us virtually. And so showing off the green features, ultimately why we put these features in our home. And then on top of that, a great working relationship with a realtor, a builder, and the value of that. One of the good places to go find that resource is Home Performance Counts. That's a really strategic partnership.
It's an excellent website, yes.
With home builders, board of realtors, really trying to add value to homeowners and adding value to green. Kelly, what's one takeaway you got?
Well, there's several.
Okay.
I think, first of all, I adore working with Brandon. I think get to know your builders. I think it's really important for you to take the time to understand the process. If you understand the process, you're going to be able to represent a buyer with your builder, or if your builder is building for a seller. There's all kinds of values in it. Plus, you'll understand the home better, which when it comes down to what I do for a living, it's understanding homes. You'll also be able to, I'll say, parlay that into other homes that maybe are not a new build, or be able to incorporate some green features into an older home as well. New is great. This is amazing. This home that you've built is extraordinary, but also know that you can have your builders come alongside and help with someone's current home or a home that they would like to renovate as well, which was not the point of our video today, but it's an incredible feature to understand. Get to know your builders. They're usually great people, gals and guys. No, they are for sure. But I think getting to know them, understanding it, do some due diligence so you can educate the public. I think that's probably not my biggest takeaway, but that's what I love about my relationship with you.
So one of the cool things is, as far as I see it, is this relationship can really be where we impact people's lives and they actually know how we're impacting their lives. If they don't even understand it, they don't even know they're getting it. Or even on the front end, if being introduced early, is asking good questions, really, because we have a chance to positively impact people's lives more than providing them a home and shelter to like really be life-changing. And that gets me excited in the morning.
It gets me excited.
It gets everybody excited. So again, thank you for coming. The sun's coming out. It's turned out to be a beautiful day here.
It is.
And we appreciate it. Look forward to hearing any kind of feedback, comments, and me and Kelly hopefully are going to get this house sold.
That's right. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon, for a beautiful day.
Thank you.